What else you
Hey
got?
guys, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to showcase a little bit of more in the middle of a fight,
Yeah.
the thought processes and the little clues that you can kind of pick up on to
Yep.
see if you should push this fight or what advantages you need to be able to win each and every fight that you go into. Now, if this isn't your first video that you've watched of mine, please consider liking and subscribing. It always helps the channel develop and branch out to reach other people as well. Now, Schwa calls out that this guy is one hit, so I'm going to go ahead and set myself up for success. I know that we just dropped here, and so we don't need to, push this very hard. I know that he doesn't have very good shields, probably doesn't have very good guns. I've got, okay guns, okay shields, whatever, but, I don't want to necessarily push into a 1v1 that he already killed one of our guys. Maybe he's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of a distance technique here with using grenades and area damage. And he decides to try and push out, which is great because that gives me the knock. Pretty easy to do there. Try and set
Not
myself
that
up
good.
so I have a shield
Don't
swap
waste
if I
your ammo,
need it,
Sears.
but I see his teammate is right there. And so go ahead and throw some lead his way. Now, he didn't really shoot that much, or if he did, it wasn't very good shots. So I'm feeling pretty good about going against this Seer at this point. I'm thinking that he's not going to be all that great at tracking, and so especially with Valk and vertical movement, that's going to be a huge advantage here. And kind of shows right there that yes, it is. It has a hard time tracking those shots, needs a little bit of a still picture to be able to hit those. I know he saw me with his Seer,
Oh
little
yeah.
thingy,
Hit his
and
ass.
so I take some cover, move around a little bit, and then that doorway instance right there where I take some damage is a perfect example of yes, he can shoot and he can hit, but it's you got to have kind of a still object for him to hit. So fall off the side again because I'm dumb, and then go ahead and hit him with the Mosey. Pretty much know it's going to be done at this point because he's
Nice.
not shooting back at all while I'm in that window. But let's go ahead and get the banner. Find a respawn and I don't remember exactly where I heard the zip. It was like probably right about there because it was like, oh, I'm gonna grab this grenade that I saw and work it. So I don't want to give away my position just yet because I
Yeah,
want
I
to
see that.
maximize the time that they have to
Oh shit.
locate me and are
Fly
busy
off.
so that my teammate can get down and find a weapon instead of them shoot me right away, kill me before he can even respawn. So assuming that they're going to follow
Oh
me,
my
throw a
god, I
grenade
got it
over
from the
there
cutting
just
room.
to give some more time and distraction.
That or a piece
Cover
of
my
cardboard.
buddy while he makes it over to me outside of the sear bubble because that's not an advantage I want to give them. They run out into the open, which is fantastic,
Oh
easy to
fuck.
work with. Throw a little distraction
Go
their
that
way,
quick.
so I know Ash is probably hiding in there and healing, and Seer just runs out into the open, so I'll go ahead and take advantage of that. And there's Ash peeking and does, like 60, 70 damage to me, so that's a little
You're busted.
concerning. I think she's probably a pretty good shot, so I want to maximize angles on her for sure. And then right there, this is the little clues that I'm talking about. You see that little 360 sweep that she does? Those are the types of things that you need to pay attention. And I've still shot it here just so that if you're like on phone and the frames aren't working for you, you can see the different directions that she faced in that little quarter second or whatever it was. Doesn't matter because we got the angles of fire on her, but if you see something like that or other little indicators, you need to take those into factoring into what you're going to do. If you're going to just push into the open where I and my teammate have no cover and she's probably a better
How
shot than
close?
us, or something else. So the next team that comes in
100%.
over here didn't have optics, so I didn't feel like engaging at far, so we kind of fortified, which worked out great. They pushed right up into the center, into this open area. So the thermite obviously is not just preventing and giving them some damage on the way up, but it's preventing them doing the whole like jump up, do some damage, drop back down, right? I mean, if they do that, they're going to kill themselves by going through the thermite so many times. So this really works out well for us because we can dominate the angles. I'm going to go ahead and go up the stairs here in just a second to
He
make
is
sure
dead.
that we have all the angles,
Got a
including
body.
height,
Nice.
not just, your left, rights, your laterals. Lose track of her for a second. She went on that
Dead.
one side of the wall, but Josh cleans her up for me. So works out well. So guys, that was already 3 fights. This one we end up losing, but I'll just let you kind of watch it and see if there's any clues that you see in here that indicate whether or not I should have pushed and who the better character is. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that this helps you, and I want you guys to think about your fights after you're done. Whether you die or win or whatever, think about what was one thing that should have clued me in that I probably shouldn't have done that. Something like right here, the Maggie's showing great structural awareness and is holding 2 of us off. Newcastle is not really doing much, and those shutters are probably the best enemy I've ever gone against. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out on it, and have fun out there.